Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu inaugurates Lagos Rail Mass Transit Overpass Bridge in Mushin. Police authority frowns at alleged protest over non-payment of inspectors' salaries. On the foreign scene, Venezuela protests continue amid election dispute. And in sport, Nigerian clubs to get $50,000 windfall from Confederation of African Football. Now the details. Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has officially inaugurated the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line Mushin Overpass Bridge to bring a new transportation experience to motorists and the axis. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that the development will enhance economic value of the Mushin-Onipwan area and reduce travel time because a journey of 30 minutes can now be achieved in 7 minutes.
Journeys that hitherto will take, because the road is, I'll talk about the road, will have taken them 45 minutes, 1 hour just to go and turn all the way at Moshalashi or Jibo, all the way at Ujuelegba to come to Ikorodu Road, or vice versa. You'll have got to go all the way on the Ikorodu Road to Ilupeju, to go all the way to Ikeja, to go and turn to come onto Agege Motor Road. All that are things of the past now.
Governor Sanwo-Olu said owners of properties affected during the demolition have been adequately compensated. He expressed gratitude to residents of the areas as well as the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, and the engineering company that handled the project. Our correspondent Adiola Akinlele reports that the overpass bridge is one out of the 5 constructed by the Lagos State government on the Red Line corridor in Agege, Ikeja, Yaba, and Oyingbo. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has called for professionalism in the built environment. The governor made this known at the 2nd edition of the Lagos State Building Control Agency LAPSCA Building Sector Stakeholders Engagement with the theme Professionalism Across Board in the Built Environment, held in Ikeja. He stated that professionalism in the built environment is a critical undertaking that demands all stakeholders' attention and commitment, noting that Lagos urban areas are experiencing rapid population growth, which places tremendous pressure on the existing infrastructural facilities. The governor emphasized that shelter is of utmost importance and noted the need to build right, using only certified professionals to have buildings that are safe, healthy, and preserved for future generation. Governor Sanwo-Olu also urged building regulators to enforce building regulations to the latter so as to prevent illegal, haphazard, and poorly constructed buildings that are detrimental to the well-being of Lagosians. He called on owners and developers to ensure that before they embark on their project, they should obtain necessary government documents, certifications, engage professionals, carry out proper soil tests, and involve LAPSCA in every stage of their buildings from start to finish. Speaking in a similar vein, the General Manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, Bolahan Oki, called on developers, community leaders, and all stakeholders to put a stop on the tag of officials of the agency, noting that disobedience to this directive will have dire consequences. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on political, legislative, and civic engagement, Tajuddin Afolabi, says the newly launched engagement channels by the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration aimed at enhancing communication between the state government and residents are recording a significant volume of feedback from Lagosians. Afolabi said the present administration remains committed to fostering an open dialogue with the public towards building a more responsive and accountable government. He added that the feedback received so far will be instrumental in shaping the state government's ongoing policy decisions. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigeria police has described as misleading a publication claiming that some police inspectors approached journalists in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State to express grievances and protested against the non-payment of their promotion, salary increments over a specified duration. The Nigeria Police said it operates a structured and disciplined entity, adhering to established principles and professional standards. In a statement, the Force Public Relations Officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says any grievances raised by police officers are constantly attended to and channeled to the right authorities for action. The Inspector General of Police encourages all personnel with welfare-related concerns to reach out to the appropriate authorities within their respective commands or formations, thereby avoiding any actions that could bring disrepute to the force. The Nigeria Union of Pensioners, NUP, has hinted that some retirees are still receiving 500 naira as monthly pensions in the country. Speaking in an interview, the Union Secretary in Kaduna State, Alhassan Musa, described the condition of the retirees as pathetic. Musa, who is also the NUP scribe in charge of the 19 northern states and the Northwest, advocated a 50% upward review of the minimum pension to improve the social and economic well-being of the retirees. Now to foreign news. Opposition supporters have gathered across Venezuela to protest against Nicolas Maduro's disputed victory in last month's presidential election. Opposition leader Maria Machado joined thousands of protesters in the capital, Caracas, and urged them not to be afraid. Maduro had insisted he won a third 6-year term, but the opposition released tallies it said showed its candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez, winning by a wide margin. The United Nations denounced the fact that street protests and criticism on social media have been met with fierce repression by the state. The European Union, the United States, and a number of Latin American nations have refused to recognize the results. Now, sports. Nigeria's representatives in this year's CAF Champions Club competitions, Enugu Rangers, Remo Stars, Eyimba, and El Kanemi Warriors will get $50,000 each as participation fees in the preliminary stages of the Champions League and Confederation Cup. Nigerian champions Enugu Rangers and runners-up Remo Stars are representing the country in the Champions League, while Eyimba, and with the third position in the Nigeria Professional Football League and present Federation Cup winners El Kanemi Warriors, are competing in the Confederation Cup. The preliminary rounds of matches began on Friday, and the prize money will increase significantly after each stage. The four Nigerian clubs could get as much as $400,000 and $700,000 if they make it to the group stages in each competition. The winner of the CAF Champions League will get $4,000, while the winner of the Confederation Cup will get $2,000. El Kanemi Warriors will get their first taste of action among the Nigerian clubs as they face Daji FC of Benin Republic in their first leg encounter at the Remo Stars Stadium, Ikene, today. And that ends the news at 10. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and program live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration revamped the Jigi Bola initiative? Get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has officially inaugurated the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line Mushin Overpass Bridge to bring a new transportation experience to motorists in the axis. The Nigerian police has described as misleading a publication claiming that some police inspectors approached journalists in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State to express grievances and protested against the non-payment of their promotion salary increment over a specified duration. Also told you that opposition supporters have gathered across Venezuela to protest against Nicolas Maduro's disputed victory in last month's presidential election. And in sports, Nigeria's representatives in this year's CAF Champions Club competitions, Enugu Rangers, Remo Stars, Enyimba, and El Kaneme Warriors will get $50,000 each as participation fees in the preliminary stages of the Champions League and Confederation Cup. For contact at the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Coyote Mafolashere. I'm Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.